everyone, and welcome. Today we're diving into one of nature's most mind-blowing stories, the life cycle of a frog. Seriously, it's a journey of such a wild transformation, it almost feels like science fiction.
So that's really the big question, isn't it? How on earth does a single animal live two completely different lives? It's this biological mystery we're going to unpack together. It takes us right to the heart of how life adapts and thrives. So where does a story this incredible even begin?
Well, it all starts with the adult frogs. They get this instinctual pull to go back to the water, the very same place where their own lives started. And this is where the next generation gets its start, but probably not in the way you're imagining.
Get a load of this number. A single female frog can lay anywhere from 2,500 all the way up to a jaw-dropping 20,000 eggs. It's a strategy that's all about playing the odds, because the second those eggs are laid, the race for survival is officially on. And that really brings home a tough truth. Those thousands and thousands of eggs, they're just floating there in this jelly-like clump, basically a buffet for fish, birds, insects, you name it. Laying so many is just a numbers game. It's nature's way of making sure at least a few make it through. Now, this brings us to a huge difference between frogs and us mammals. It's called external fertilization. See, for frogs, the moment of conception doesn't happen safely inside the mother's body. Nope. It all happens out in the open water, in this kind of beautiful, synchronized event. And this whole process is unbelievably precise. The male frog grabs onto the female's back in a posture called amplexus. And it's not just a hug, it's a biological trigger. His grip is what stimulates her to release her eggs, and it puts him in the absolute perfect spot to release his sperm at the exact same moment. This timing is crucial to make sure they mix and fertilize.
And right there, in that moment, something amazing happens. This is the core of sexual reproduction. The nucleus from a single sperm cell fuses with the nucleus from a single egg cell, and boom, a brand new individual is created. This one tiny cell, called a zygote, now holds the complete genetic blueprint for everything that frog is ever going to be. Of course, that single cell doesn't stay single for very long. From that one little spark, this incredible chain reaction of development kicks off, and it starts turning that simple cell into a complex, living creature. So here's where the magic really gets going. That one cell splits into 2, then 4, then 8, 16, and so on, in this incredibly fast series of divisions. And all of this is happening inside that protective jelly coating, which keeps it from drying out and provides a little bit of a shield from the outside world. Over the next 1 to 3 weeks, you could actually watch this little speck transform. It grows a distinct head and a tail, and its first basic organs start to form. And then, finally, it wiggles itself free from the egg. It's not an embryo anymore. It's a tadpole. So now our little creature is in its first major life stage. It's 100% aquatic. You can think of it like a little fish just swimming around, knowing only the world underneath the water's surface. You know, a tadpole is perfectly designed for this underwater life. It breathes with gills, just like a fish. It's got that long, powerful tail to zip through the water. And its diet? It's a total vegetarian, eating algae and plants with a long, coiled-up intestine that's specially designed to break all that plant matter down. But here's the thing, this whole aquatic life is just temporary. We're now at the most bizarre, the most radical part of the frog's entire story, the complete reinvention of its body, a process that we call metamorphosis. The entire change is kicked off by hormones. The tadpole's thyroid gland unleashes this flood of a hormone called thyroxine, and that's the signal to start rebuilding, well, everything. And the timing can be wildly different. If a pond is drying up, a tadpole can rush through the change in just a couple of weeks. But in a cold, stable environment, it might take a couple of years. You can literally watch this transformation unfold. First, you see the back legs start to pop out. Then the front legs appear. Fun fact, they actually grow inside the body first, then burst through. The tail, which is now pretty useless, actually becomes a food source. The body just absorbs it for energy as it slowly shrinks away. I mean, just look at this side-by-side comparison. The change is just so complete. It's not just a little tweak. Gills get replaced by lungs for breathing air. The whole digestive system re-engineers itself to handle a new diet of insects. The tail vanishes, legs sprout. I mean, for all practical purposes, it becomes a completely different animal.
So, after this unbelievable journey, the transformation is finally finished. The froglet, which is basically a mini adult frog, is ready to leave the water and start the second chapter of its life. And now, this adult frog is equipped for a whole new world. It has powerful back legs built for jumping on land and for swimming. Its huge mouth and long, sticky tongue are the perfect tools for catching insects. It's gone from a plant grazer to a full-on predator.
On average, it takes about 3 years for that little froglet to grow up and become sexually mature. And when it does, it'll feel that same ancient instinct, that same pull back to the water, to start this entire incredible cycle all over again. And that leaves us with one last, really important thought. To complete its life, a frog absolutely needs 2 healthy, thriving habitats: the water for its youth and the land for its adulthood. Its amazing double life is just this powerful living reminder of how deeply connected a species is to every single part of its ecosystem.